following presentation was prepared by Group 5, which consists of the following members: Dan Smith, Zhangzhuang Du, Zindhur Gobata, and Cheng Tang. And the title of our presentation is After WhatsApp, Who Will Be Facebook's Next Target? First, we'd like to give a little background information about Facebook. Facebook is one of the largest companies in the world. It has a net worth of more than $200 billion. This makes it the fifth most valuable company in the S&P 500. Though Facebook only went public in 2014, its stock has already more than doubled. This makes Facebook more valuable than such giants as IBM, Oracle, Intel, AT&T, and even Coca-Cola and Disney. One of the reasons for this success has been partly due to all the acquisitions Facebook has made in recent years. Since 2005, Facebook has acquired more than 40 companies. Originally, Facebook purchased companies just to get a hold of the programmers and engineers from that company. That trend is beginning to change, and Facebook now needs to obtain new applications. On February 19th, 2014, Facebook made its biggest and most expensive acquisition yet when it purchased the texting app WhatsApp for an incredible $19 billion. The $19 billion WhatsApp acquisition spawns the following three questions. 1. Why did Facebook pay so much money for WhatsApp? It's basically a texting app that most people in the United States have never even heard of. 2. Who is at the top of the list of Facebook's potential next acquisition targets? And 3. What will Facebook need to do to stay relevant in the future? So why did Facebook pay so much money for WhatsApp? Well, there are several theories. Facebook simply could have wanted control over the photos. WhatsApp users send 500 million pictures to each other per day. That's 150 million more per day than Facebook users are posting. That's too big a number for Facebook to ignore. Some believe Facebook is simply trying to become a social media conglomerate, and owning apps such as Instagram and WhatsApp would help in this endeavor. Others say Facebook is trying to gain a foothold in the mobile app market, where it's weak compared to rivals Google and Apple. Then there's the whole dark social communications market, which is the vast amount of private data, private pictures and whatnot, that users want to keep personal and private, basically things they would not be posting to their Facebook profile. Facebook also needs to expand into foreign markets to stay competitive. Buying WhatsApp could help them expand into emerging markets such as India, where unlimited texting plans are not the norm as they are in the US. Facebook's claim is that it bought WhatsApp as part of what's called the Internet.org initiative, which is an effort to provide web access to the 2/3 of the world's population who do not have it yet. The real reason is most likely a combination of some or all the above. If you want to guess who Facebook will buy next, you not only have to look at what Facebook needs, what they are currently lacking, but you must also look at how Facebook picks their acquisition targets. By looking at Facebook's acquisition history, it seems Facebook has a tendency to buy competitor companies so they can basically steal those users and add them to their own social network. You also have to take into account Facebook's ultimate goal, which is simply to add more users. The purchase of WhatsApp, for example, added approximately 450 million new users to Facebook. So, who will Facebook buy next? Well, there's several possibilities. Zynga is one of them. Zynga is one of the world's largest social gaming companies, and they currently work with Facebook and account for 12% of Facebook's annual revenue. There are a few reasons why Zynga could be potentially a target for Facebook. Zynga has 239 million users monthly. By buying Zynga, Facebook could gain control over these users. Facebook could also expand its analytics while increasing revenue as Zynga users return to Facebook as often as they play their games. Facebook makes most of its money from users who log into Facebook several times a day. Though Zynga is the biggest social gaming company, it's not efficiently managed. It's actually losing $150 for every new customer it adds, and the company's in danger of going under. It would be in Facebook's best financial interest not to let this company die. Zynga would be a relatively cheap acquisition when compared to the $19 billion Facebook just spent on WhatsApp. Another app Facebook could potentially buy is an app called Secret. Secret is a mobile app that lets users share messages anonymously with their phone contacts. There have been widespread rumors that Facebook offered $100 million for Secret, but this was later denied. But this does not mean that Facebook isn't interested in Secret. There does seem to be a growing trend of people who want to speak their minds but not let anyone know who is speaking. Facebook and Secret have worked together in the past, so Facebook buying Secret does remain a possibility. Facebook showed interest in buying the photo messaging app Snapchat in 2013 when it offered $3 billion for the company, which was turned down. In the last year, Snapchat has raised a round of funding and has brought the value of the company up to around $10 billion. With this increased value, Snapchat executives may consider selling if the price is right. Facebook recently launched a news feed product called Paper. This app takes news from various Facebook pages and displays them for all Facebook users to see. A competitor in this area is a product called Flipboard. Flipboard currently has a user base of around 150 million users, and Flipboard is a much better and more popular product than what Facebook currently offers. So Facebook could invest time and money revamping Paper, but it would be more advantageous to simply acquire Flipboard. Facebook wants to add more users. By acquiring Flipboard, they could potentially add 150 million more users. As we stated earlier, Facebook likes to buy its competition and assimilate them into Facebook. There are many who will argue that Facebook's next acquisition could and should be Twitter. There are some very good arguments supporting this case. Research has shown that Facebook is declining in popularity with the teenage and young adult demographics. Facebook basically is no longer hip. Twitter, on the other hand, is very hip with the younger crowd. Facebook also has difficulty rolling out new traffic generating services, and buying Twitter may be just what Facebook needs. Another great asset Twitter possesses is the data it has gathered on its users. User data is very valuable when it comes to advertising, and in the right hands it can be leveraged to make a lot of money. Facebook has already shown interest in Twitter and has been in acquisition talks with the company in the past. Facebook's main competitor, Google, has also been in acquisition talks with Twitter, so Facebook may want to buy Twitter before Google does. LinkedIn is a small but profitable company that fills a unique niche in a very valuable market. This makes LinkedIn a perfect candidate for acquisition. LinkedIn is only worth about $875 million, so it is a company that Facebook could easily afford. LinkedIn has 347 million users. Now, it's not known how many of these users are on LinkedIn but not Facebook, but still there's the potential for Facebook to gain a lot of users if they acquire LinkedIn. Facebook's next major purchase might not even be a company, but a domain name. In 2013, Facebook bought an ad serving and tracking company named Atlas from Microsoft, and has been investing in giving this product an overhaul. Facebook, with this new product, will now have an advertising platform that could compete with Google for online ad space. So it may be worth Facebook's while to own the domain name atlas.com to go with this new product. The atlas.com URL receives hundreds of thousands of hits a year just from people typing this into their browsers. No advertising whatsoever is done with atlas.com. In the past, Facebook has paid as much as $8.5 million for a URL when they purchased fb.com. Also, the payment startup Stripe is also a possible target for Facebook. Facebook partnered up with Stripe in July 2014 and began testing a buy button, which is powered by Stripe. buy button appears on Facebook ads and allows users to instantly buy the product without leaving Facebook. This feature could greatly increase the amount of time users spend on Facebook. With Stripe, Facebook providing a new service where users could keep their billing information on file with Facebook, a company they know and trust. If Facebook decides to go fully in and become a payment processor that can compete with the likes of PayPal, they may consider acquiring Stripe. So what does Facebook need to do to stay relevant in the future? Although Facebook's popularity is holding with the middle-aged demographic, its popularity is waning with younger people. Apparently, teenagers do not want to be on the same social network as their mom and dad. Facebook needs to acquire new and popular mobile apps that can attract a younger crowd. Facebook also needs to continue to embrace new technology, which is something they're obviously aware of and doing. Acquisitions such as the virtual reality gaming company Oculus VR shows that Facebook is doing this. And they need to continue to acquire companies, as they have been doing, that will help Facebook evolve. So, who will Facebook buy next? Only Facebook knows for sure. We can only speculate. If one were to wager on the subject, it would not be a bad gamble to bet on Facebook acquiring Zynga. The reason being, Zynga games are still very popular and they continue to bring users to Facebook. The two Farmville games Zynga developed have had over 400 million users. As we had said, Zynga is not doing well financially, so it would be in Facebook's best financial interest not to let this company die. Zynga would be a relatively cheap investment for Facebook when you take into consideration the $19 billion Facebook just spent on WhatsApp. And as we keep mentioning, Facebook is desperate to retain its younger demographic. With Zynga, they could produce new games aimed at a younger audience. Though we can't say for certain who Facebook will acquire next, we can say for certain that Facebook will continue to acquire new companies and grow. As we stated, some of the potential targets for their next acquisition include Zynga, Secret, Snapchat, Flipboard, Twitter, LinkedIn, Stripe, and the domain name Atlas, though there could be another company we have not mentioned that they could acquire. So, though we can't say with 100% certainty who they will buy next, we think Zynga is definitely a strong possibility. Whoever they buy next, all the companies we have mentioned have the potential to add very interesting and new features to Facebook.